Please open the door for me.
On the island we're headed to, 24 species have survived there alone.
The theme park owners did experimental work, leaving only the worst ones here.
Don't see that every day.
Or ever.
Let's go.
If we get this DNA,
Millions of lives are saved.
Maybe we should make this quick, huh? Time to move.
we put ourselves in a place where we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
That's kind of our specialty.
She's scared. What is she scared of?
Come on! Run!
We're not gonna let you get hurt, okay?
Then was a source. We found it?
No, it found us.
Welcome, everybody, to a bonus episode of the Jurassic Park Podcast. I am your host, Brad Jost, and today we're going to be taking a look at the final trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, trailer number 2. Universal teased it, it dropped, I am so hyped. The trailer looks phenomenal. Everybody seems to be raving about it, as far as I can tell. Tickets are on sale now. You can buy tickets. Universal and the Jurassic World account, Amblin, everybody have been teasing all of the different places that you can purchase tickets, which is just about everywhere. 3D, 4DX, literally every kind of aspect that you could possibly find at Dolby. So go check out the tickets right now. You can go buy them ASAP and get your tickets ready for July 2nd. But we have a trailer to dive into. I'm going to just kind of wind my way through the trailer and see what we can see and, you know, do our usual discussion surrounding everything that's in the trailer. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hit play, some audio. You'll hear some audio and stuff, but let's go ahead. This one kicks off PG-13, by the way, just so everybody's wondering. I do have a ProRes version of the trailer here, and it kicks off with a very clean introduction here into this laboratory facility. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think it was like Entertainment Weekly or Variety, one of those places had talked about this time frame being like 17 years prior or something like that, which kind of sets it right in the midst of Jurassic World's era from 2005 to 2015. So there's some experimentation going on here. And we see that inside this lab, there's some lab workers just shooting off weapons. And it's kind of quiet, but you can hear them. Everybody's going wild, running around this facility, trying to close the door. First off, why was the door open on this massive containment unit? I don't know. That's what I'm going to be curious to find out, because when the trailer starts, the door's closed. There's no red lighting or anything like that. It's what a cool like containment unit. I don't know what this is, but they obviously know the D-Rex is a part of this. It says D-Rex on there. InGen, it's got the InGen stuff all over it, as we've seen before. And as far as I can tell, the D-Rex may be in the top right of the like one of the first scenes that you see. Yeah, so when the trailer opens, you get this very white, very clean. Everybody's in their scientific gear, and in the top right, there's this like some sort of extra containment unit that you can see into. There's glass windows and everything, yeah, interesting actually. No, that might be something else because now that I'm looking at it, it says Tadon, and then like a line, like a slash, and then it says wrap. I don't know if that's in reference to the Mutodon and the Raptor, like the Pteranodon Raptor combo that they were creating. I don't know. So maybe that's what's in there. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's not the D-Rex, but there's definitely a dinosaur in there. Absolutely. I see some like dinosaur hands and maybe a wing or something like that, a body of some sort. So we can see that there. The chamber inside is very white. There's a scientist inside the containment, or two, it looks like. Shooting starts. They run in. They're running out. I don't know what's happening. Chaos. And of course, this one guy gets trapped. What an incredible shot. And of course, we've been mentioning this, that it gives off a lot of Godzilla 2014 vibes here with the container and being stuck in there and not being allowed to be let out. Because if they open this up, just like the, what would you call it? The nuclear stuff that was being spread in Godzilla. If you open up this door, the Distortus Rex is going to get out. It's right there. I'm sorry. Just horrifying. Just what a terrible moment for that person. You can like, I don't know that we've heard like fear and terror like that in a long time, maybe in these movies. Just that oh God, guttural, like, please, just crying. Oh man.
On the island we're headed to, 24 species have survived there alone.
So that is Rupert Friend's character there. Always blanking on his name, but whatever his name is. He is saying that there's 24 species that are alive on this island here. Let's see.
24 species have survived there alone.
The theme park owners did experimental work.
The theme park owners did experimental work, and a lot of those, I didn't comment on a lot of it because there were just like similar type shots of some of the characters and stuff, but they mentioned the theme park workers did experimental work, and this is where we do get, so I think that container that we saw before, it looks very similar to what I see here. With the windows and everything. So it probably was the Mutodon, and you can see the claw that I noticed there before. And I'm assuming that the text that I read before, the Tadon/rap, it looks like it may be like some sort of moving title sequence there. So it probably rotates or something. It kind of digitally moves. So it says Mutodon now /R. So it probably moves as the movie goes on when they turn the equipment on. But this is our first like really good look at this. We got a quick look in the original trailer, and I swear to God, they use a completely different raptor head or something here, because what I see here looks so completely different than what I thought I saw, at least in the first trailer. The first trailer looked like the typical Velociraptor head. I could have sworn, if I go back to it, I feel like it really did look that way. And now we're getting something very much more pointed, much more decayed looking. Yeah, it looks pretty grotesque in there. So there, you actually do see the two heads still, and you get a lot of arms. Again, there's like the wing claws. There's the kind of center arms, I guess, kind of just like the Distortus Rex has, because it's got the 4 limbs, but then the 2 like T-Rex tiny hands. So this looks pretty messed up, and you can see the wing. So whatever they did, I think they rendered it like probably very differently than what we originally saw. So yeah, and it looks like it's flatlined. So this is dead. I can see there's like some sort of it looks like some sort of like hospital kind of diagram there of the flat line. That's what I'm looking at least. So there's the Mutodon frozen in time, and then we go to a scene of a T-Rex.
One's here.
And this is expanded on all the stuff we've seen so far of this raft sequence. And this first shot of this T-Rex, man, it's giving me Camp Cretaceous vibes. And I was going to say Chaos Theory, but the only thing, as far as I remember, was there anything in the last season? I don't think there's been any like T-Rex stuff really. So just the Camp Cretaceous vibes. And I think it's the orange eyes that I'm getting from this, at least from this shot. Again, I've got the ProRes trailer. This is like the best quality you can get. And it looks beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, this T-Rex looks incredible. Loving the colors. And the eyes are just like bright orange. So I don't know why, it's just giving me animated vibes. So for some reason, that's what I caught right away. Just like I'm kind of surprised that the color scheme on this T-Rex is not all that different than like what we get on Rexy. It's very similar-esque. It's obviously different. You can tell it's different, but it's pretty similar in color scheme. So I'm surprised it's not drastically different than what we got to alleviate some confusion. I mean, hey, maybe this is Rexy. I don't think so. But, maybe they transported her here after things didn't work out on the Biosin Valley. I don't think so. But it looks so similar to the design of Rexy. The color looks fairly similar. I'm just surprised it's not like the toy that we've been seeing, and this gray Rex, and there is I feel like the darker brown Rex and stuff. So I don't know, they just didn't get their colors straightened with the toys at least. But I do think this one looks beautiful, and the eye looks different. It doesn't look different in the second shot. I can't really no, it's pretty similar. We get the swimming sequence, which is incredible. And then the T-Rex throwing the Delgado family off the raft. It looks beautiful. And I got to say, I saw some posts about, this T-Rex looking better than Rexy ever looked in any of the Jurassic World movies. And I got to disagree. I feel like it looks pretty identical. And I never really felt like anybody gave Rexy credit throughout the trilogy there for how good she looked at times. So yeah. The water shot underneath the water, the biting, we've seen that. Got a nice shot here of some rapids as what's his name? I'm blanking on all these names. It's too early for me to add all these trailers. But the Delgado father, he's swimming frantically in these rapids as the T-Rex kind of just stays there. So it's probably the end of the sequence there. But it seems like they get thrown from that raft and then kind of maybe wash away. So I'm assuming, I think this sequence would probably be best laid out, right? If they find that raft, they try to carefully get the raft, right, quietly, and the T-Rex is sleeping. And then they do the whole, let me open the raft, and it pops open, and poof, a big explosion as it opens up, which awakens the T-Rex and ensues the chase here. So that's what I'm assuming happens. Oh, I love that. The T-Rex just stomping on the upside-down raft as the little girl is underneath. Ooh, terrifying. Love that use of a T-Rex roar. Just very, obviously, just different versions of T-Rex roars that we've heard from Jurassic Park through World, whatever. Honestly, it sounded like it started off with T-Rex breakout roar and then kind of evolved with something weird in the middle. I don't know what happened there, but then there was like, it kind of went into what sounded like a Jurassic World roar. We've got an incredible shot here. I got to go back a second because we knew that there were Titanosaurs in this trailer, in this movie. We saw 2 of them, but this scene, which this island is beautiful wherever we are. Let me see if I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I lost track. There's like 50 of them at least, maybe more. 75 upwards. I don't know. There's a lot of them here, and they all seem to be adult sized for the most part, as far as I can tell. I'm not really seeing any small ones, which I would have loved, but even if they are amorous, as they had said in the trailer or in the article, but yeah, wonderful shot there.
Don't see that every day.
Forever.
Birds. Oh, so what a great moment to have birds landing on top of the backs of these Titanosaurs. Beautiful, and it's so natural. Love that.
Let's go.
Cliff sequence here with the little temple, the egg.
Maybe we should make this quick, huh?
Yeah, make it quick, because the cats is coming
Time to
in.
move.
Time to move. And then we get a new shot here. So we get a helicopter here. I want to analyze this as best as I can. It looks like this person, based off of this arm, it looks like this person's been here for quite some time. I'm seeing like it looks like it has a number 14. I can't read what this says, but 10, is it 10RU-0? I don't know what that serial number is. We've got the pilot or whoever with a pistol, still holding on to it after however long. And on the side of the chopper, or somewhere on this chopper, you can see that there's like, the kind of G.I. Joe-esque, like, military United States emblem of the star with, like, just one big star against blue with the white and the red stripes on either side. So you're getting that, and the pilot's wearing a helmet there with some stripes on it. And Rupert Friend here is looking up to this pilot and
Put ourselves in a place.
probably wondering what's happening here. Looks like it says RD4, R04. I don't know on the blade. There he's so this character here, he's taken some drinks, Martin Krebs. He is taking some swigs here of whatever alcohol is in his container as he looks at this corpse just lying or outside of the helicopter, just kind of like falling out of it as it's hanging in this tree. Very Ben Hildebrand-esque. And I will say that because this corpse is pretty decayed looking, pretty rotten, and looks like it's been here for quite some time. Now, I can't necessarily say that this is like, it's not like old, but I could see this being Jurassic World era old or something like that. So, no context here, so it's hard to really say. But I would assume based off the pistol, not that I'm like some expert or anything, but it looks new enough where it's not like, I don't know, Desert Eagle. Is that a thing? It kind of looks like new enough where like I'm not thinking it's like, some super old 70s era helicopter or anything.
Survival is a long shot.
That's kind of our specialty.
We get a great shot here of some sort of rig. There's like what looks to be an AT-AT or something off in the distance. It kind of looks like that. It's got some legs and it's some sort of, I would assume they have like mining rigs or something. I don't know what was going on, but you've seen the shots of like the fence, the really long fence with like tons of equipment and stuff in there. And we're getting something similar here. Jonathan Bailey's character, Dr. Henry Loomis, is up on top of one of these rigs with lighting. So they've got power restored to some extent. And there's all these like big rigs in the distance. And the big part about this is he is shooting off a flare that goes high into the sky and trying to signal a helicopter. So we just got this shot of a helicopter downed in the jungle. But I don't know that these two things are connected. It looks like it's been there for quite some time. And I don't know that this helicopter would be that helicopter. Maybe they spend some, god-awful amount of time on this island, and it says like months pass or something. I don't know. But to me, it feels like they're two different things, even though my initial instinct was like, oh, this helicopter obviously crashes. But based off that hand, it just looks like he was too, like, just, he kind of looked like Ben Hildebrand. And you always wonder that about Jurassic Park 3. The kid was there for 8 weeks or something like that, right? And Ben is just literally Bone Man Ben. And he is just bones. And that's kind of like what we see in that shot as well here for Jurassic World Rebirth.
She's scared.
We get Dolores here, who is scared. And I would assume that is a signal to be like, hey, something's here. Something's happening. They've been pretty good about using dinosaurs as like a technique to show that something scary is coming. So when you notice that dinosaurs are freaking out a little bit, something else is around the corner.
She's scared. What is she scared of?
And Dolores is the Aquilops, the baby Aquilops that is in the backpack here. It's so cute looking. It kind of looks like a baby Triceratops kind of thing. So if you don't know what it looks like, go look up an Aquilops. It's super cute, but go check that out. It's Protoceratops-esque kind of frill and a cute little face, and it's kind of screaming and angry there while the little girl here looks at some sort of console that maybe is on this pier or wherever they are.
She's scared. What is she scared of?
I want to see what the family is looking at. Go back a second. Hoist control. So Ruben Delgado is looking at a console here or something that says 02 hoist control. So I don't know what that is, but Jonathan Bailey's still up on this rig, and we get to see the massive Distortus Rex come into frame a little bit. I love this shot. It is a fully foggy, smoky shot of the Distortus Rex, and the way it's obviously trying to hide what it is, because it almost looks like a T-Rex like coming through the jungle. And I would love for this to be that moment where they're like, it's a T-Rex, and then it literally bursts through the fog, and they're like, no, that's not it. What is that? And then they find out maybe later, but is Jonathan Bailey in trouble? Do we have to worry about the safety of Dr. Henry Loomis? Because he is at convenient biting height. Yeah. He's pretty high up there, and he's very at very convenient biting height here. So get worried for Jonathan Bailey. Beautiful shot there of the Distortus Rex coming down to frame here to match the height kind of Mahershala Ali, it looks like. Yeah. And we've seen him kind of face off against this thing in the water. Now, the Distortus looks, I don't know, like it's shrunk down, or it can easily get down to a very much lower level, because what we saw in that previous shot with Jonathan Bailey looked so much taller than what we're getting here. But again, it could be because of like the water, maybe because they're in water, it's kind of half the height or something like that. But man, does this thing look disgusting and just horrifying. And I love it. I love it so much. It looks pretty awesome. And is that our like first? I mean, I know we've heard the toy, right? But this could be our first real sound of the Distortus. It sounds brutal enough. Got a tunnel here. They're all running through the tunnel, and we get a shot of this gas station convenience store. Well, I should say it's not a gas station. It's a charging station because they have the electric car, and we've seen the charging ports on the pumps. But it's called Qualtech, and there's some other writing or something on the windows. Can't really tell. But they've got their typical newspaper stand, a payphone. We've got an ice bucket chest. Looks like you're out front of a 7-Eleven or something like that. Qualtech. Don't know much about that, if that means anything at all. But yeah, loving the vibes here at this scene, and we know what's going to go down here. We get our first shot of the Mutadon in real life. Oh, and there's Dolores too, still in the backpack. But the Mutadon looks pretty awesome, I gotta say. So what an awesome combination of things with this raptor-esque kind of body and pose. And the head is not really raptor-esque. It is, but not. It's freaky as anything, dude. It's so messed up. I love this. And it is in very typical Velociraptor fashion. It's smashing into walls, trying anything it can to attack these people. Like, it looks so much like a shot out of like Jurassic Park 3, where it's trying to break into this gas station or convenience store. And I love it. The way it condenses its neck into this like very thick neck, very, very pointed, wings. Does this thing fly? I don't know. I can't imagine. But I could see it like maybe doing like some high jumps and gliding or something like that. But it doesn't look necessarily like it flies. But love the coloring on this. Very cool. And you can see the sickle claw, and the wings are very, very pointed. We get Zora Bennett sliding under the vehicle as it smashes into it. That was a cool shot.
The Mosasaurus.
Now we're on the ocean.
It found us.
The Mosasaur found them. That's cool. Oh, and we get a completely Indiana Jones like Last Crusade shot with the tank against the the dirt wall, but this time we're in the water. We're combining movies here. We've got a Jaws sequence with an Indiana Jones sequence mixed together while the Mosasaur is smashing this boat against this giant rock wall. And Zora Bennett almost literally dies in this moment here. Her head is so close to being taken off by this rock wall. Mosasaur attack, big eye. Love it. That shot is so good. And that's the end of the trailer, Jurassic World Rebirth. July 2nd in theaters. Get tickets now. Dolby Cinema, Real 3D, premium large format, 40X, Screen X, a lot of different things. Soundtrack on Backlot Music and made by Mutant, at least for the trailer. There you go. Love it. That is awesome. What a great trailer. I think they have done what I've been wanting them to do and continue to do. Is every piece of material is very similar to the last. So we're getting a lot of very similar stuff just expanded upon. The lab sequence, the Titanosaurs, the Quetzalcoatl scene. We did get, of course, a few extra scenes here. The Mosasaurus scene. We got like the kind of expanded on the convenience store scene, which we've seen little bits and pieces of, but it's expanded upon. We're getting the Mutadons in the trailer now. We've gotten the expanded river sequence. We've gotten the one of the only additions, I guess, would be the shot of Jonathan Bailey on that rig. Like, it's still a lot of the same stuff, and this is our final trailer as as the press site indicates that I have here, it says final trailer. So it's only our second trailer for this movie. Now, there will be certainly more TV spots and things like that. So, watch out if you don't want to be spoiled by anything else outside of what you've seen and heard here, because there will be probably some more TV spots. So keep your eyes peeled there. But who knows if we'll get any more information. Where, as of this recording right now, we are 43 days away from July 2nd. So we are very, very close to this movie popping up. I am so excited. I hope you all are too. But that's all we got for you today. So I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. If you want more in-depth stuff, make sure to tune into our regular number episodes. So thank you so much. Go to JurassicParkPodcast.com to find all of our stuff there, all of our episodes, all of our show notes, and all of our contributors and stuff like that. Please go to like Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, places like that. Go give us a follow over there. YouTube, TikTok. And my newsletter, you can subscribe at JurassicParkPodcast.com/newsletter. And, of course, YouTube, our live streams every Wednesday night. I live stream all about the Jurassic franchise. So go check that out every Wednesday night. And the first Thursday for the foreseeable future, first Thursday of every month, we're doing Beyond the Gates episodes talking about Mattel toys and everything else. And of course, there will be probably a lot of Rebirth toys. There already has been, so go check out those streams. But yeah, so much to talk about still. I'm so excited. We are very close to this movie. But as I always like to say, everybody please stay safe, be kind, and enjoy.
Drop what you're doing and leave now.